Posted by you/Make It So Cute Wife, F33, hid resentful, angry feelings for many years. TLDR, my wife of 13 years pretended to love me and was really sweet to me, and then one day that all shut off like a switch and she revealed herself to be this cold, disgruntled person who has hated the core of my personality for many years. I'm 35 and about to go through divorce. The root cause of this divorce is because my stay-at-home wife's expectations for attention conflicted with my pursuit of career goals. I did the best I could to balance quality time between her, our daughter, all the house chores she refused to do, and building my professional skills outside of my regular day job. Her demands for attention could not be satisfied. No matter how much I would do for her, she would expect more. More dates, more intimacy, more vacations, more expensive goods, more of a lavish lifestyle. We frequently butted heads over how I balance my time, but I never thought setting boundaries for my self-care should be divorce-worthy. I do a lot for her as the breadwinner for the family, and we still spend a lot of quality family time together, going on trips and doing activities in the living room. Last weekend she took an out-of-town trip to Nashville, which is a place she'd never been to. I thought she just wanted to get out of the house since we've been cooped up in here so much over the past year because of the pandemic. I couldn't go because I just took time off of work for another trip with her and needed to focus. Just before she left, things seemed normal. We kissed, massaged each other, had intercourse, and did the I love you sort of stuff. When she came back from her trip, something seemed off about her. She pushed me away when I was kissing and hugging her. Later that evening, she told me that she met up with her ex-boyfriend in Nashville and kissed him. I got angry first, and emotionally devastated later because she had never broken our trust like this before. She abruptly turned into this very cold person and told me that I need to accept that we are getting a divorce, and then she went to her parents' house. I thought she was just going through some sort of trauma. I did all sorts of things to make the house more romantic for when she comes back, things that I think she would normally appreciate and find sweet. When she returned, none of those gestures mattered. She was this depressed, angry, disgruntled person. She then initiated a long conversation about how she hates me on a very basic personality level. She hates my quirks, my goals, that I need to eat so much food on trips, the way I face confrontation, that I am a very career-driven person. This woman hates me and has hid it for years. I am very shocked that all of this, that someone could hide their true self for so long and tell you that they love you as part of an act. What I got out of that conversation was that there was nothing genuine about our relationship. She's not the person I thought she was. Has anyone encountered something like this before? I think this permanently damaged the way I see intimacy. How could I ever trust a future partner is her genuine self? My wife of 13 years harbored so much resentment but covered it up. She said that the last time we had intercourse, she felt no feelings for me at all. She was a different person all this time and put on a facade of someone who loved me. It feels like the person I thought I was married to was just a character being played, and behind her was this depressed, disgruntled person who has disdain for everything about me. Now let's see some comments before reading the update. Somebody commented, I think she did more than just kiss her ex-boyfriend, and she is now throwing you under the bus to alleviate her guilt and retroactively make it so she's not the bad guy. It's very convenient that he was there. You seem to imply she went to meet up with him. I hope you believe that because it seems likely to me. OP replies, I know the guy. I know she dated him in high school. It makes sense why she dumped him, because he's not a good person. She told me that she was going to meet him for coffee. I didn't think anything of it since we've hung out with him before and thought their feelings were over. I even gave him a ride home from a party one time. I had enough trust in my wife that she would behave. The first red flag was when I got a text at 4 a.m. that she's going to bed. The second red flag was when she got back home and was showing me pictures of her trip and said we were here. I was like, who were you with? LOL. She went down there to go on a date with him. It became obvious. That's the thing about cheaters. They are liars by default, so nothing they say can be believed. I bet the story of what happened will fluctuate over time. They probably had some action too if they were up until 4 a.m. OP adds to comment, so yesterday the story was that the kiss was at the beginning of the visit when they first met at the coffee shop because she was excited to see him. Today the story morphed into the kiss being at the end of the visit on day 2 before she went home. Nyak_cat, your wife may or may not have harbored feelings for years, but if there is a problem with communication, it could lead to resentment. Your wife may be going through some stuff and digging specific stuff to throw at you. Your relationship probably wasn't as bad as how she's projecting it at this state of mind. However, disregarding the words she said when she tried to end it, do you think you two are possibly just incompatible on some fundamental levels? You two don't seem to see eye to eye on various things that are important to you, such as career and work commitments, how chores should be split, money management, and the number of trips. If you take off the rose-colored glasses, how have you really felt about your compatibility? I think the best thing to do right now for the both of you is to take some time by yourselves and really reflect and introspect. Have any of you changed, or were you two always like this? I also wanted to add, since she's a stay-at-home mom, does she have any friends? Besides you and your daughter, she may just be feeling the effects of loneliness. It's important to have a social life so that both partners are healthy individuals. OP replies, we are definitely not compatible. Unfortunately, it wasn't until after we had our kid that I started to realize that her expectations for attention, yet having a guy who makes six figures and can afford her a lavish lifestyle, are conflicting. Few guys can pull this off, and I think most guys, no matter how successful, would burn out on the treadmill of her expectations. In return, she is a lazy housewife who doesn't want to do chores like cooking, dishes, and other home things that have to be done. The thing keeping me motivated was her closeness and physical touch, but now that's gone, so I'm okay getting divorced. The early part of our relationship worked out because when we didn't have a kid, there was less housework to do and it was much easier to give her the attention she needs. Nyak_cat comments then. Regarding your previous question about trusting someone again, you should trust that you can't change someone after marriage. To avoid this, in the future, you should consider more communication on values and perhaps a marriage counselor before deciding to marry or have kids. This will help you see what the expectations you both have in a relationship. You could love someone, but if you two have uncompromisable values and expectations of a married life, the sooner you know, the better. OP replies, no more marriage for me. It doesn't make sense to encumber life with a legal contract that will vary depending on the state you live in. I'm going my own way from here. Dexter 1437 comments, don't do the pick-me dance and use Grey Rock method, only talk to her when it comes to your children and stop serving her needs. It's time to look after yourself. OP replies, the most tragic part of this is that I'm going to have to share time with my 7-year-old. My wife doesn't give a crap about our little girl's mental health. She hates listening to my ramblings in the kitchen while cooking dinner that much. I even proposed having some sort of open arrangement if that's what she wants, just so that our kid could have a stable home, but she wants out. Yeah, my in-laws have the pitchforks out to get me. Whenever I go there now to pick up or drop off my kid, I have nothing to say except I'm here. Update: one wayward wife warned of affair months in advance. Could I have stopped this by working at our relationship harder? WW, who now wants a divorce, told me of her urges to have an affair months before D-Day. Do you think the outcome would have been any different if I worked harder to meet her emotional needs? Maybe I innately already know the answer to this, but it would feel good to have your support and critical feedback. Some months before my STBXW went on her weekend road trip and came back a changed person, she disclosed to me feelings that she thought about having an affair. We had a dead bedroom that was getting deader, and I was to blame. She complained about not getting regular, frequent sex, but making threatening statements like that made me even more afraid of it, and we ended up having even less sex after that disclosure. Since this happened, I've been beating myself up for not giving her better sex. In the early days of our relationship, sex was great and plentiful. After we had a child, I just became downright afraid of it. During her pregnancy, I dealt with a horribly long period of unemployment that was the most stressful event of my life. Nobody in my life was there to provide help or emotional support. My wife angrily blamed me for not doing enough for her. In particular, she never forgave me for a brief period of time I left the hospital after the baby was out, because during the birth I was awake for 40 hours with no sleep and went home to get a very brief rest. She says my abandonment during that time was the worst few hours of her life. Throughout the marriage, I felt like an accessory for my wife and her family to use for offloading responsibility. I had horrible fears about how her and her family would treat me if she ever became pregnant again. She did not use hormonal birth control, so every cycle felt like a game of roulette, even with condoms. Aside from that, Her constant nagging and complaining about wanting a more grand lifestyle just made me feel high-strung all the time. When this pandemic hit and I was the only person working, she continued to make demands for luxury items and novel date ideas, and my libido just plummeted. She became vocal about my avoidance of sex. This only made the stakes feel higher, and I just couldn't get aroused with all the grave consequences attached to sex. I am really doubting myself. I realize I can only share one side of the story, and I know in her mind I brought this on myself because I rejected her advances for sex many times. I'm only asking because I'm still figuring out what my life views should be for any future relationships. I feel even shamed by our marital counselor for the collapse of this marriage being my fault because my fears and rejections were psychologically damaging to my wife's self-confidence. What do you all think of this? Be as harsh and critical as you feel necessary. I'm just trying to figure out how to pick up the pieces of this and continue living. Also, both of my parents are dead. And I have no extended family. I've lost touch with most of my friends during the marriage. There is no one I can count on. I am completely alone. Let's read top comments before reading the update. https://SSSS comments. If I was repeatedly turned down by a partner, even after sharing it was something I was struggling with, it would feel like they could care less. I don't think I'd cheat, but it would probably be over. If they were willing to invest somehow, sensuous touch, creative ideas, etc., it wouldn't be a big deal, but having no response, that I can kind of get. Cheating is still wrong, but I don't know what there is to do with that. OP replies, I understand the logic of why this happened entirely. This is why I carry horrible guilt. There's a feeling that I didn't do enough. I cared so much, and I didn't want to turn her down. I just couldn't overcome the alarm bells going off in my mind because so much felt wrong with the big picture. We have a marital counselor therapist, but she skipped out on many of the meetings or diverted the topic every time the root cause of my lack of interest I tried to address. Burt Reynolds 1977 comments, you unilaterally decided that you would have a sexless marriage and your wife warned you that she wasn't willing to give up sex. When you get to this point in a marriage, it's already over. You guys should have got a divorce at that point. She just decided to speed things up with an exit affair. OP replies, makes sense. https://SSSS comments, I mean, maybe instead of blame, you can just look at. It seems like you didn't feel a desire to work it out with her anymore. You felt guilty about it, but didn't change that you didn't feel the pull to, and she wasn't offering what you needed to feel a pull. In that instance, it's probably better to move on than keep torturing each other. OP replies, maybe. This just couldn't work for either of us anymore, I guess. In that case, there's nothing to be bitter about moving forward. Update 2 from Love to Contempt TL. Dr. I am rattled by the abrupt change in my wife's personality when she declared she wants a divorce. She says this is who she has been for a long time, but hid it under the surface. It has made me distrustful of close relationships with anyone. As a man who is about to get divorced, something I ruminate about is how this person I shared so many terrific life experiences with can just discard me like a piece of garbage. I have years of photographs of the two of us having the best, most fun moments of our lives. We are exploring interesting places and trying new things. We printed many Christmas cards of us as a family with glowing smiles. I opened myself up to share all of my interests, fears, hopes and dreams with this woman, and I like to think she did the same with me. For many years I felt accepted by her in whole, and that made her an incredibly special piece of my life story, and I wanted her to be happy too. What disturbs me most about my STBXW wanting a divorce is the quickness and ferocity in which her attitude turned. Days before she went on her affair getaway, she told me that she loved me, we would kiss in the kitchen, we would cuddle on the couch, she would scratch my head. Then after screwing her ex-boyfriend, she returned home to tell me we are getting a divorce and that she hates me down to really detailed personality quirks. In the 3 weeks since, she's looked at me and has spoken to me with an expression of extreme contempt, as if my presence disgusts her. I found a stack of old romantic holiday cards from me going back years with heartfelt, handwritten notes that she threw in the trash. It feels like a stranger is living in my home. This came on very suddenly from my perspective, but she repeatedly tells me that she's harbored these feelings toward me for a very long time and has just chosen to reveal it now. When I look at the years of old photographs now, I wonder who that person really is next to me. Did she have hidden contempt? All those times she complimented me, smiled at me, did nice things for me, and made love with me. On other posts I made about this, people have suggested that she has a personality disorder like covert narcissism. Maybe she is a sociopath. Those are helpful explanations, but also bothersome because there are so many similar anecdotes shared here and other places about marriages ending with a similar chain of events, in particular with the woman cheating and or going through an abrupt change in attitude toward her spouse. Could there really be an epidemic of personality disorders among half the population? This also aligns with the red pill view on marriage as well, a set of generalizations about male-female relationship dynamics I so badly want to reject, but so far my personal life experiences has been unable to disprove. Men don't typically seem to disguise feelings this way nor abruptly discard relationships so categorically. Shared life experiences with male friends are bonding experiences that are hard to break. My older brother, who served in Desert Shield, has camaraderie with the other men he was with that all of them connect on. My dad would reminisce with his close friends about silly fun times they had years past as they made new silly fun times. Men don't get intimate each other, so maybe the comparison can't be exactly the same, but I don't see men who have shared so much with each other discarding their friendships with such contempt, unless an extreme act of betrayal took place. I am still processing in my mind what the heck is happening to me right now as I go through this divorce. The rapid onset of personality change in my wife is one of the most disturbing challenges I've faced in my life, right up there with other traumas like watching both my parents die of cancer. Witnessing this has changed me to the point where I will always have a wall preventing myself from fully opening myself up to another person and loving someone else to that extent ever again. You can't trust someone you are close to that she will stay who she is. Let's see some comments before reading next. Update No Entertainment 3490 comments. Yes, this I can really relate to. This happened with my wife whom I was with for 11 years. It's like a switch was flipped and I was looked at with complete disgust just a few weeks after being told by her that we had a perfect marriage. This change coincided with her falling and telling me she was in love with someone else. I stopped looking to her for answers. She rewrote our entire history almost overnight and became a victim. It's like I didn't know this person who, like you, I had years of happy memories with and a comfortable life together and a fantastic sex. I can only speculate that she had been contemplating and planning this for a long time and jumped when the opportunity, affair, came up. This and very good acting, or maybe denying her feelings until it became too much. This is why it may be harder for us, because it is so abrupt and they had time to process it for much longer. The only advice I have is to try and move forward and don't look to her for closure. She's a person you no longer know. Brother, work on yourself and look towards the future without her. You can be happy again. Don't succumb to despair or drown your pain in a bottle. Life goes on and you never know what you will find if you just hold on. It's been 6 months for me and things are much better. OP replies, you can be happy again. I can probably be happy again, but I can never trust again. Ztosto1 comments, I am in the same boat. 12 years, 2 kids, and lot of fun. Some ups and downs. But now she wants to be with her ex, as apparently our relationship was never emotionally fulfilling for her. I was dealing with all these emotions that you are experiencing. I got past them when I realized I can't control others' behavior. I am in much happier place now and more relaxed. I think marriage as an institution is too overrated and past it is shelf life. Love, kindness, and compassion in life is more important. All said and done, I also made a decision that I won't trust a woman enough to be in a long-term relationship again. OP replies, I think marriage as an institution is too overrated and past it is shelf life. Love, kindness, and compassion in life are more important. Marriage is a stupid decision in 2021. When the concept was invented, life expectancy was much shorter. Work available to women was different because we didn't have the technology and most of it was physical, and we didn't have complex laws and personal obligations relating to taxes and finance. It's only reinforced by cultural norms and the misconceptions of the horny. Tannhauser-Gate 2017 comments, the misconceptions of the horny is a brilliant phrase and it may even be a great name of a rock band or title of a movie drama. You get an upvote. PNC is real and many men should take this to heart and head and make solid decisions. Seriously though, I'm sad to hear about your predicament. I can imagine your dismay, but I've heard it enough to know it's not unusual. Time will help you. Like many have said, focus on yourself and enjoy your new freedom. OP replies, I'm Surprised finding out how the same similar story playing out for me has been played out for lots of men. To sum it up, wife gets bored of married life and walks out for something more exciting, at the expense of everyone else in the family. I wish someone was there in my life to educate me about the risk of that before I bought a ring. But, I don't know, I had many good years with her that made me a better person, so maybe it could be argued that it was all worth the temporary pain I'm going through now. The youngsters of today are lucky in that the necessary conversation about what marriage really is being conducted here on Reddit and other sites like YouTube, so they at least have access to that info. OP replies, but now she wants to be with her ex as apparently our relationship was never emotionally fulfilling for her. This befuddles me. Why she would go for a guy she discarded? So the guy my wife cheated with me on, she had many awful things to say about him over the years. There is nothing of substance he has to offer her. That kind of angered me. I would have been more understanding of a one-night stand with a stranger than this crap. The _anonymous comments, you'll trust again. For sure, but you will also verify. Blind trust isn't always healthy. When you trust so much you miss obvious signs of abuse, it's unhealthy. Talk to a therapist. Learn to trust in healthy ways. It can be done. I, too, mourn the feeling of blind trust in my partner. I'll never have that again, for sure, but it will be replaced with something healthier. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the notification bell as well.